DEMONS.737, distanced after Eros Trismegistus, the Sun Boy. And this Twilight, we have a special guest. I'm not going to get into, he requested not to get into no hoopla, but this episode is about demons and is sponsored by the legendary and magnificent actor Rrussell. Rrussell of the House of Krowe. The one who played Maximus, the gladiator himself, and Joor-El joins us. So here we go.
You actually said my name accurate.
Well, that was quite an introduction. Dr. Eros. And I want to tell you that I do value the videos that you make. I'm one of your ultimate fans.
Appreciate
devotees.
Appreciate
I appreciate that. That means a whole lot to me. But more so, and most people aren't aware is that you are heavily into ethics and gods.
This is true.
Against evil and wickedness.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is true. To use my acting to attack its main social issues that are con. But I also take in my other moments to, if I wasn't an actor, I would be a theologian, as yourself. But you're well versed in it, and many people don't think of the importance of the soul and gods upon this planet. You speak truly. We are supposed to be caretakers in favor towards the gift of civilization which the gods have given to us. But this Twilight, we're not going to be talking about gods. I'm going to leave you you're going to be laboring here for this segment. And I'm going to let you speak to the denizens of YouTube about demons. So this is mine. This is where I'm going to be. Yes, it is. I'm going to go, and I'm going to let you do this important dialogue. I find it quite amazing that you are aware of such stuff. So I would like that the people who watch it would like to learn something as well. So I'm gonna take my leave and leave you to do what you do best. Sheena. Well said. Now get out of here so I could start. Explain to you about I'm always start with 777 to Juanina. I'm here to explain to you about the origin of the demons. Aries Beckrock for the Saturn was aware of such data that prior heaven was made. Prior monogenes used the scepter, which is Eros Trismegistus, the loving god, to make heaven. The 10 Sephirot realms. As his advisor, his once babysitter. Aries Beckrock for the Saturn was totally aware of the data that there was a region in the Azimuth plane, a region of blaze and shadow, and negativity that was distant away at the lead. Of the personal order. Now this personal order, in the distance, was some realms, a land, that those denizens of the Zerutian plane was aware not to go to. And when Sophia had fell, tumbled down into there. But that happened monogenes, when he had amnesia of being aware of who he was, guided by stealing the scepter of Kara in the Zerutian realm, where there was light became shadow, an airbound realm, the great shadow as it was called at that point. And monogenes took the scepter, guided by Aries Beckrock, who would become the Saturn, who picked the location that was populated by the 10 realms of the lands below, the shells, They were not yet shells, by the way. So she took that scepter, or given Monogenes, encouraged Monogenes to take the scepter, which he did. And then 10 realms was fashioned. 10 realms. Wheat realms. Shekinah's goodness was split into 10 pieces, 10 spears. Hidden within those realms was also some things. 14 precious things. Powers. But these became land. And when that wheat realm, that gleam, that cream spilled out, caused by the lead of the scepter, that realm was established directly over the lands of shells, which became seen as the negative side, as these two spears folded on top. For the Bina, there was this Bina, Keti, all of them, all the way to Domini, was landed strategic on top to give them a shadow or a negative side, an intra, battling over one line, one area, and two bodies cannot occupy the same space or area. So at the same moment, not space but area. So there is not heaven there. It will automatically become hell, or the lands of shells, the lands below. The lands below each Sephira, each heaven, contains one of these. Now, one of the big uniquenesses that you must be concerned with as we'll continue this later. Demons feed off of one's gleam. Stegoids feed off a spirit. Now be aware, all the Sephiras sit on top of a hell or one of the realms of the ladder shells. But there is one immunity that could wound those denizens of that land, a radiation, something they have no attachment towards. The death, the goodness, the snow, the youth, cream, the fruit of the gods, immortal. This goodness is not copied in the lands below. So those demons, devs, have an allergic reaction towards goodness, and the wicked have a reaction towards goodness. It kills them. That's the reason that the gods wear wheat. Symbolically, they seek to eliminate the wheated people or get the people to call themselves wheated spiritually and get rid of it. And the spirit is a child of the body and the mean. So they'll separate the body of the mean. So the wheat has to stay, but the wheat is not on the skin of the flesh.
Goodness.
It's pleasure. It's goodness. It's not the peak of pleasure, but goodness. And it's made out of the Kriya. The demons and devils, those denizens of the ladder shells, have no reaction towards it. So employ all your weapons with this goodness. That is the will to do good, and so on. That's what the gods have over them as well. Because in the case with the Shekinah, now whoever has the Shekinah spirit has the ability to magnify that complies with their greatness. Has a kupa. They can magnify this goodness to great magnitudes and can obliterate them all those that lie below. Demons and devils, they fear the wheat, the goodness. What way can you spot the demon? It's all in the eyes. Towards demons do not have a backside. The devil, demons, devs do not have backside. They have the ability to copy, but that's the one part of the body that they cannot copy. So they'll be flat-assed. The masculine and the face of the group. Now, although through interbreeding, it's harder to detect them as they once started off with and about skin youth of the Nubian lands.
Fell victim to them.
On the continent known as the Nubia, who the Egyptians and the Arabians and the Indians and the Nijis battled against.
The followers of Krowe.
Through interracial breeding and through slavery and such days of the world of man, in the realm of man, the mortals. Demons was able to masquerade and pass into their DNA. And in doing so, it makes it a little not easiest to detect them tangibly. They have devotees that can come in different shades and hues of skin, complexions. But there's one staying thought. These denizens of the land of shells were originally planned to take over the bodies of the gods, but they were allergic to the wheat, the doubt. As if the Shekinah, she's subconscious, but he had remembered to vanquish them. In so doing, there is some stuff that the demons, devils cannot stand, which is wheat, pink. You won't see no wicked one, no evil one, no denizen of the land of shells, the lands below, in snow-hued.
Yellow. Or pink. Or clear.
Another way is the characteristics that will be displayed besides the body. You see these behaviors, that's the way you can tell or spot them. Such as slouching their spine, which is taken to not be regis. There's also the position of which one offers dung or excrement, or when they defecate. It's associated with Bethagor's era, the Tagidia. Those who like to argue, they'll argue a lot. They're bigger and faith about just about any stuff. They don't talk any stuff one says.
Tattoos over all their body.
Talking about negative emotional responses and negativity.
And the beard of the
They
Sataria.
also will try to ignore or block out the truth. They also be loud, like at a concert or even a football game or the mania. Shoutings, unnecessary, of course, and not sanitized.
With wild beards.
And also, you would not see nothing of God. Rather, they would say any name but God, or the title God, in any of their buildings or stuff or items. This is a way that you can spot the demon. And they'll always be of two minds, casting doubts, contamination in the areas,
Spells.
cleaning stuff out that they smoked on or eaten and throwing on the ground so someone can walk on. Or they'll try to seduce somebody to lay in a spot that's public so then they can pass on their contamination that way as well. So those who pollute, contaminate, slouch, who are negative, who always talk about bad memories and bad feelings, who tears down people's negative feelings, metaphysically, mentally. You will not see a demon and devil in yellow as well, because they are allergic to positivity, coming out of a negative environment atmosphere. They have no protection against it. So they'll most likely be in a place where they have plasma banks or plasma centers.
The Rrussell.
Where they convert urine, which is body plasma, to seal it away, to contaminate it. They mainly also must most likely have a going to the bathing quarters more than usual than a mortal or even a god, because their bodies would not be able to hold the yellow or any stuff.
Eating lots of fever.
One of the most obvious ways that they always want to burn their food or put a lot of different kind of condiments upon it, if it's yellow, that is. That's the reason once the mortals had teamed up with certain Olympians and had corn, maize, in all the food and starch it. But at the coming of the demons and the devils, they will most likely try to make it not popular to eat. And you won't see them voluptuous. They'll also have a double identity, a nickname, alias, to go by.
A possession.
These are the ways that you can spot the demon or a devil.
and long beards of the Satadio, who prayed to Kali Thugis. We'll have to continue this later. I value that you came by towards this. It was an honor and a privilege. You'll have to cook some more of those quesadillas towards me and my bride. Not a problem. This is Lee House 777.